Beaufort County Board of Education meeting for agenda setting of June 18, 2021 to order. The meeting is being conducted via hybrid video conferencing, and it is also being live streamed by the county channel. We need a motion to approve the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda.
I'll second that motion.
All right. Mr. Strivenger made the motion. Mr. Mel Campbell seconded the motion. Any discussion, gentlemen? Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Carries unanimously. We now will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge to the flag of the United States
United States of America,
to the republic for
which stands,
one
one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Okay.
The media has been properly notified. We need a motion to approve the May 21, 2021 committee meeting minutes.
I move approval of the committee meeting minutes from May 21, 2021.
Second.
All right, Mr. Mel Campbell made the motion. Mr. David Strivenger second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries unanimously. We're now to setting the next board business meeting agenda, which will be June 29th. And we have a draft agenda displayed. And so I guess we'll, anything new, Robin or Molly, with the disclaimer at the beginning?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, so we'll go down to the executive session. We have numerous topics there.
Do we want to start at 4:30?
Yeah, let me just,
Probably.
yeah, I can't imagine we could do all that in an hour or less than an hour. Ms. Cartledge is here with me. What do you think, Wendy?
I think it's a good idea to
Yeah.
start
At 4:30? Okay.
That
And
could
do
be
all of
enough.
those. Oh, Dr. Rodriguez is calling in. Does he come in?
How do we get them in? Could we get them through there? Could you call into the, you could call into the conference room, couldn't you, Molly?
Hey, we're in agenda setting. Can you call into the conference room, E? Okay. Yeah.
Is he here? Yeah, how do you see it?
All right. So recommendation for financial advisor, receipt of legal advice for a pending claim.
To
3,
work on this language.
okay. 3 IT amendments. Phase 2 athletic construction, Robert Smalls, GMP, grounds contract, Reading Plus, iReady Scholastic. Wow.
Those are 3 contacts, Reading Plus already.
Okay.
Scholastic.
Contracts. Okay. Yeah. All right. Any discussion about that, David or Mel or Wendy?
Oh, I just wanted the board to know, and Robin and Molly, that there will be, I will have a brief.
It's hard to hear Wendy.
Speak up, Wendy.
No, Wendy, just the microphone.
Oh,
You
here's the
gotta speak
microphone.
up.
I'm going to use cheerleader voice. I will have another matter to brief the board in a pending legal claim, and I'll put that language in.
Okay, so we're gonna have an additional item.
Yes.
So did you say in another legal claim?
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to give you the language, Robin. It's a discussion relating to a pending claim. And I'll give you the FOIA language.
So we have a lot of items, Dr.
Sure.
R. So everybody's going to need to be very efficient about So we've already moved it to 4:30.
Okay.
Okay. And David or Mel, anything you want to add?
Except maybe you need to move it to 4 o'clock. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking also.
that's what I want to add. I mean,
All right.
Change it to 4?
Yeah, I don't see how.
I'd rather load it on the front end and minimize the back end.
I agree. Mel, that's a good comment.
Yeah.
All right. So then we're down to, let's see, the student performances. We've got, it looks like,
We have
two.
2.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, then the points of celebration. Now you can, keep scrolling to the second page.
I have
So there's,
I have an award that that I'd like to present. It's a new thing I've started. It's a culture-based award that I'm doing.
okay,
So would that be under points of celebration?
sure,
Okay. So it would be. We can call it a game ball.
game ball.
Yep.
Award,
Yep.
Game ball award, okay.
presentation of Game Bowl Award.
Yeah, just game ball. It's
All right,
So what, I couldn't hear you. It's a
it's a new
Getting
award.
involved.
It's an award that I want to begin presenting only when appropriate. So it's not something that's going to be every month or anything like that. It'll just be something that I would bring forward when appropriate. And so I'd like to add it to this one and call it, it's a game ball. So
Bowl or ball?
ball, game ball.
Game ball.
Oh, game ball.
Ball award,
Yeah, game ball.
okay. All right, and then the river words. So do you want that before or after your river words cover art?
We can do it after.
Okay, that's where it is. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you. All right. And we have the couple public comments for the chairman's report. I'll be announcing the ad hoc North of the Broad Committee.
Okay. I didn't apply for that.
All right, then we got a bunch of committee reports. So I guess Robin, do you know what's coming out, like, out of each of these committees, or people that are attending right now could maybe tell us if they're on the committees?
Academics doesn't meet until next week. There was moving the OEs in finance, and then there is one OE that's getting moved from operations. Correct?
Meaning it's not going to come before us?
No, it is. They're moving it to bring to the full board.
Right.
Okay.
We're doing, I'm sorry.
Dr. Gwads?
Yes,
Okay, so that
Teresa?
was, we're bringing OE9,
okay,
and also we have our construction update,
yep,
Okay.
okay?
Thank you.
Also, Robin, as I recall, we have the A1A.
The AR?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
No, not the A, yeah, we have the AR that Wendy presented,
Mhm.
but you know the JCS, the Jumper Carter Cease?
There's-
Okay. I don't remember.
You remember, there's a motion to bring that?
Okay.
that's the
And-
standard contract.
And lastly, I believe we were bringing forth that, the easement.
Hilton Head.
The
It
Buck
was-
Island, Buck Island. Is on
Right.
that property.
So Robin, that's what I have in my notes. Also, we were bringing the PowerPoint for the 8% capital project budget transfer review, but we can hold that off to the next one.
Which order do you want?
It doesn't matter. We can do the OE9, then do the AR. Actually, you know what? Since Mr. Corbin will be doing the construction report, why don't we let him do it first so he doesn't have to stay on for the rest?
Is the Buck Island easement a time-sensitive matter? Sorry, not.
Is Wendy still there?
I'm here.
Is
Yeah, I
that
think
a sensitive matter, Wendy?
I would say it could wait until July 18th because it's not really a matter of urgency.
Then
Okay.
my advice would be, if we don't have to have it, there's obviously
That's
so
okay.
much on here. Yeah,
I
That
agree.
would be
So we can
July
wait
to
on
July.
that. And we can wait on the 8% capital project budget transfer review
Okay.
PowerPoint.
all right.
Not the AR.
That's up to Wendy.
Very simple. It will only take a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not complicated or anything. It's very straightforward.
So there'll be 3 items under
Well,
operation.
As I recall, that change to the JCS additional design service is time sensitive. Wendy?
The jumper Carter seats?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll bring that. Yes,
Okay.
you're right, Ms. Fidrich. You are correct.
Okay.
So 4 items.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your input. How about results? What are they coming forward with?
They'll just update them. They don't have a recommendation yet that,
Okay. And finance?
finance is gonna be bringing the, AR. I mean,
Okay.
the OE.
Okay, yep. All right, David or Mel, any further discussion about the committee reports? Dr. Rodriguez?
So the clock committee is due for its next quarterly update in June.
Okay.
And so this is the last June meeting.
Mhm.
So it's typically, pretty brief, but,
Okay.
and we normally bring them in near the front.
Mhm.
So it doesn't have to wait. Committee reports are near the front. They're called the clock committee. I mean, they're not a board committee, but they're
Right.
a clock, so maybe they come right before that.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Question, if the clock committee is doing an update, so do we need the construction update under operations? Since the clock is going to be meeting earlier.
Maybe Tricia could answer that because I guess it depends on whether there was a motion coming out of that committee to present it to the board.
I don't recall that we actually took it to a motion because it's an OE, the monthly updates is actually what
Yeah.
OE 9 is all about.
Okay.
And I don't know what clock is presenting this time, so I don't know if there's some redundancy. Maybe they could, maybe Mr. Otting could just speak to them both and say that, that they could talk and see and not overlap each other.
They typically summarize what's been going on over the last 3 months, right? And so all the construction reports that you all generally get on a monthly basis, or however you get them, those it's a high level summary report, and if there's any red flags, they would point it out. There aren't, but if that kind of thing. So it's high level.
Right. So Dr. Rodriguez, do you think that it just be redundant? Do you want to just
I would
do
say, yeah, I would say it may be of value to do the construction report in July and just let the clock committee do their summary this time.
Okay, because Robin, I don't think we made a motion of bringing this to the full board.
We did not, because we just because they just automatically bring the construction update.
Right.
So that sounds reasonable. The clock will do it this month and it will be the construction update OE9 next month.
Okay.
I have a question.
Mr. Smith?
I thought that even though that the clock was bringing their report, that the reports were two different reports. So I'm not kind of understanding that, because one report over a month, and then another report is it is what's going on at that point in time, and it addresses some different things. That's my understanding.
I mean, generally speaking, they do a summary, a high level summary, right? And when we hear from on the construction update, you know, they're giving you you know, they get a little more granular with it than the clock tends to, but the clock does a pretty thorough job, I've felt, in their assessments and in their summaries. So I mean, that's obviously that's up to the board, you know, to the officers on what you would like to do, but it's not like you're not gonna get another construction update. You're gonna get one in less than a month, you know.
So Mel and David, you want to make a motion and we'll vote?
Yeah, I move we go with that recommendation that we have the clock do their update, and then next month get a construction update. We go by the construction update for the day. I mean for this month.
All right. Are you going to second it, David, or no?
Yes.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
All right.
All right, that carries unanimously. So clock on this one and construction update for operations on our July meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I think that covers the committee reports. Now we're down to the superintendent report. Dr. Rodriguez?
Yep. So the priority schools update and TSI schools update is there. I'm assuming that's just because of the commitment to the quarterly conversation. Then there's a instructional initiative presentation from ISD. Let's see. Down to fiscal responsibility, we have our traditional monthly transparency report, monthly 100K, and the board monthly budget update. We said under other matters, you have a COVID-19 update there. At the last meeting, I said that that was going to be the last COVID update, and that that moving forward on the second meeting of the month, I would provide just semester updates. But because we did that in the first meeting, that would start in the July meeting. So I don't see a need for other matters on this one.
Okay.
I'd like to entertain. I'd like to have a motion somewhere in here. I believe instructional initiatives might be the place. I want to make a motion that the board recommend to the superintendent to forego our 2.0 athletic participation requirement for 1 year, or suspend that. I think it's just an AR. Am I wrong? It's not a policy, is it?
I believe you're correct. I believe it's an AR, and it's not a policy. And the high school league has a
Policy. I mean, yes.
They have a requirement, which is not what our requirement is. More stringent than what they have at the moment.
So I guess that would go under board business action.
You want that on a board business? Okay.
Yeah. And you can, well, do you want to work on the wording right now, or do you just want to email it to, you've expressed what your idea is, Mel. Do you want to just email it to Robin? Or, yeah.
Well, I always say what I want. I don't know how else I can word that Somebody can help me maybe.
Mel, would it be okay if I work with Robin on the language for it?
Yes, because it's simply a motion to recommend, I guess, right?
To
Right,
suspend the
Yeah.
AR.
yeah. So Robin, we'll work on that in the, early
Yeah.
next week, like a day or so.
I'll allow that. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Mr. Campbell, thank you.
So that would be
Thank you
starting
for offering. Yeah.
for the 2021. Okay, so I'll amend the
All right, so any other board business action, gentlemen?
Question, so am I removing COVID-19 from this agenda and taking
Yes.
other matters off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was announced at the last meeting. All right, and then we get the consent agenda and
Do we have any other board business action?
I can't think of anybody. You're going to show us your running list of topics?
Yes, and I have a question. Where would we put the update for our, to talk about our second meeting south of the Broad? Dominique and them can come and give, so we can give you an update of where we are with that. Where would that fall?
Do you think we might be taking a vote or possibly?
Well, you already voted for us to do it. Now, we can update you to let you know where we are. And I guess if you want to vote, because our plan was to try to do it for the meeting in July. I'm not sure if you want to vote on that.
How about, could that be under other matters with the superintendent's report, since it's the administration that's been investigating the option? How does that sound?
That's,
Okay,
Okay.
so you'll put back other matters.
Yes, okay.
And then it will be what, update on south of the Broad
The
meat
facility,
facilities, or?
the
Yeah.
USCB facility?
No, it's not USCB. South of the Broad meeting location, board
Yeah,
meeting
that's-
location.
okay.
That's good.
You got board
sounds good.
twice. Well,
Oh, got it.
broad.
South of the Broad board meeting location.
Okay.
You can do SOB. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. All right.
Yeah.
So it seems like we've got a very full agenda.
Yeah.
And can you show us, Robin or Molly, the list, that
Yeah.
running list you were going to update?
Yes, I'll get it. Let's, so the new items, we have board technology device. It was requested to be brought back. And Ingrid asked about reviewing of OE 17. Those are the two items that I got out of the last meeting.
Okay. And remind me, I don't have, what's OE 17?
To look that up. And I don't know what she wanted with that. Let me stop sharing and I'll pull up OE 17.
Okay, thank you.
Administrative technology. I don't know, that was hers or Tricia's.
Administrative technology, yeah.
And what specifically about it? I don't remember what she requested. Do you know, Tricia?
No, I say that isn't this one of the ones that Finance Committee looked at, Robin?
I can't remember. I have to go back and pull it up. I think so.
And so, Tina, I don't know about whom you're referring because I was stepped away to get my notebook.
Okay, I'm sorry. So Robin just went into our list of, the running sheet we keep of it, requested agenda topics, and yours from the last meeting was there about devices, board devices, and then also Robin had one from Ingrid about OE 17.
Okay. Yeah, mine, I do not mind putting that off for a little bit of time. So my request, but I do not remember what Ingrid had to say about OE 17.
David or Mel, does anybody recall?
I don't, we could
How was that?
find out and decide whether or not it needs to be there or not. We got at least a day, right?
Exactly.
Let's see.
Not urgent, time sensitive. I'd say we got plenty on here. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to pull it up, but to see what it was.
It might have been the equity of technology in all schools.
OE 17 is 16. Okay. So share.
There's a news.
I don't remember.
Can you see that?
Yeah, we see what it is. Now, the question is, what does she want from it? Suppose she can reintroduce her idea if you put her on.
Always send an email query and ask her what she's looking for.
Right. Right.
Yeah. How is our secretary up for that job? I.e. you, David?
Sure. I could do that.
You can decline. You're more than welcome to
We
decline.
can find, yeah, I'll find out from her. I mean, I don't know. She doesn't respond to my emails though. So,
We'll have Dr. Rodriguez will ask her. How's that? And right now, I don't think it's time sensitive, so I think we need to not add anything additional to this agenda if David and Mel agree with that.
okay, I agree with that.
I agree.
Okay. Okay, very good. And then we have under the consent agenda, there'll just be the June 1 meeting minutes, and under future, and then, under announcements, the reminder regarding the board survey. And then we have the second public comments and the adjournment. So all the usual stuff. Sounds good.
Can Robin, can you bring up that loose ends list again?
Yep. Hold on.
Just things we didn't see on there.
Dr. Glatz, can I say something while Robin's doing that?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Wendy, so we're certain that Buck Island Road is not time sensitive, right? Because I believe Mr. Otting has already sent an email to someone
Be present.
saying that he could be present.
Present.
Let me make a suggestion.
Well, we can still put it, do you want me to run and check with Robert really
If it's
fast?
not, I'll take it.
I could do that.
He's not there.
Oh, he's not there?
No.
Oh, so,
Well, Dr. Rodriguez.
I have a suggestion. Why don't we put it on the agenda it's executive session, right?
No, it's in public.
Public session. Okay, why don't we put it on the agenda? I will confirm with Robert whether it's time sensitive or not, and if it's not time sensitive, I'll remove it from the agenda.
Okay.
Is that okay with the officers?
That's fine with me. That sounds very reasonable.
And
Thank
Ms.
you.
Goodrich, I did
Is it
consider,
gonna go there?
So, go ahead.
oh, Ms. Goodrich, I just wanted you to know that after our operations meeting, I did follow up and I met with the attorney for Beaufort Jasper Water Authority, Mr. Grimsley, so we'll have everything in order whenever it's time.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Mel and David, any additional? Oh, here's the list again, sorry.
Do we have a second page or is that it?
That's it.
It had a second
All right,
page.
there was something stuck in the back of my mind and I didn't remember us having it on this list. And that was a motion that we passed to have a special meeting about results. Mr. Smith made the motion. Does everyone remember that? He wanted further discussion about academic performance, and then it was modified to be further discussion about results.
Well,
That's
that-
about 6 weeks ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was a while back, and I didn't remember us having it on this list, and so I think we need to get it on the list.
Yeah.
And it was a motion that passed.
What is that superintendent evaluation revised ad hoc results committee? Is that the same thing or no?
This was, I think Mr. Smith wanted an in-depth discussion of academic performance, and we modified it to be focused on results, as opposed, so we wouldn't get into critiquing individual programs. I'm pretty sure that was the intent. He just wanted to talk more about programs and results. So I mean, I can't remember exactly, and I can't speak for Mr. Smith. I'm not sure what he wanted. But it was modified to focus on results, and we said we were going to have a special meeting, and it passed, I think, unanimously.
Okay.
So I don't want to lose track and have that
Okay.
come back later.
I'll go look up I'll go and find the motion and then add it to it.
All right, yeah, I just don't want that to be an issue later on that we ignored it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. And so Robin, you let me know if you have any trouble finding the motion and I'll look too.
Okay.
Give them all to me.
Now,
All right.
Robin, did you place that Buck Island thing in the right category? I was under the
I put
impression
it
that was
under board business. Where should I put it?
I thought it was already under committee report for the
Operations?
operations. Yeah. And we took it out of there.
I was right.
Yeah, that's right, Mel.
Okay.
So just list it up under operations, yeah. All right, so I think we're good with June 29th. Any further comments regarding that?
No.
David?
No, I'm good with this.
Okay. So then under discussion of any other board meeting agendas, we have the need for a special called meeting on Wednesday, June 23rd at 5 p.m. to receive legal advice from attorney, and it will be only executive session.
Okay.
So if you can publish that too, Robin and Molly,
What?
Okay.
and Wendy can give the wording.
So publish that on Monday.
I'm sorry?
I said, we'll put that out on Monday
Perfect, yeah.
or Tuesday. Okay.
So now our next order of business is setting our next agenda setting, right?
Our next one would be the 30th. at 4:30 for the July 13th meeting.
30, what day is the 30th?
A Wednesday?
4:30?
Yes.
Okay,
And that would be for the July 13th meeting.
I'm good with that.
And we only
Me
have
too.
one meeting in July.
Does that work for you, David?
I'm going to be in Charleston, but I think I can I'll probably be available at that time.
Okay.
Okay, do you want us to move it to the Thursday?
Thursday, I'll definitely be in Charleston.
Oh, okay.
I'll be hooked up to all kinds of stuff.
Oh, Lord. So which is better for you, David, between Wednesday and Thursday?
It would have to be Wednesday for me, but Wednesday's
Okay.
just,
Okay. And that day is good for me, good for Mel. So, and you, Dr. R?
Fine.
Okay. So 4:30, so next agenda setting will be Wednesday, July 30 at
June
4:30.
30. June 30.
Or did I say July? I did, excuse me. It will, thank you for correcting me. It will be Wednesday, the last day of June at 4:30.
of course,
That would work.
if the 29th meeting rolls over, it would roll over to that.
It will be, that would start at 6.
Yeah.
That's why we're having it at 4:30.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I got you.
So if that does happen, we don't have to make any adjustments. All right,
That's-
any other?
That's cool when you're a step ahead of me.
That doesn't happen a lot, David.
Yeah, we just fixed it, but that meeting is not gonna last, not gonna go over.
Sometimes we're surprised, aren't we, Mel, though?
Yeah, sometimes.
Dr. Rodriguez.
Just a comment, I have a response on the easement item, and the requester would see it as a time-sensitive matter. So,
Okay.
All right. Any other business, gentlemen?
No, in that case, I move we adjourn.
I'll second that.
And with unanimous consent, we are adjourned. Thank you for joining us.